My old straw hat has seen better days, so I made a new one. This is the first cowboy hat I've ever made, and it's made from felted lamb's wool. It's a non-woven fabric. It's simply just fibers matted together. Felt is the oldest fabric known to mankind, and hats have been made this way for at least a few thousand years. It all starts with carding the raw wool, and that's just done with a couple of brushes. Once the wool's been straightened out, it pulls off the brush easily, and I add more, building up a pile till I have enough for a whole hat. Now it's time to make felt. I'll start by making a flat circular piece about 25 inches in diameter. We'll take our first bowl of wool here and lay it all out in rows that overlap each other, all of it going the same direction in the shape of that circle. This is just the first layer, but I did 3 layers. Now, to start the fibers matting together, you lay a cloth over all the wool and douse it all with hot water so they interlock with each other better. With that water, it can adhere to itself a little bit now, so I took off the cloths and laid my second layer. This time the wool is laying with the fibers 90 degrees from the first layer. More hot water, and now we start using liquid soap. Bar soap works for this too, and it helps the fibers slip past each other, then interlock. Now we start gently massaging it all. That agitation causes the felting to happen. You have to start really light, then you can gradually increase pressure and speed. Agitate it in every direction. If you go too much in one direction, it's going to shrink that way. Now you can see all the fibers have stuck together. They're starting to interlock and have a little strength. This is at the pre-felt stage. It doesn't have much strength yet. More vigorous agitation now with lots of hot soapy water. I got this massage roller and found it works really well at making a tight, dense felt. And I found that the hotter the water is, the better results I get. Work it a bunch in one direction, turn it 90 degrees, keep working it. Our piece has shrunken up quite a bit, and now it's a durable piece of felt. And since it's a flat piece, we need to put it over a form now. To start, I just put it over a mixing bowl to start working it into a dome shape. That helps it transition to the hat shape much easier. You want to think about how you agitate it, because felt shrinks in the direction of your movements. Going side to side like this removes all those wrinkles. After about 5 to 10 minutes of that, it was ready for the hat block. And this goes the exact same way. First, I douse it with some boiled water. That heat gives it a bit of stretch, so I give it a good stretch over that form. Now, it might not seem possible, but if you keep on agitating those wrinkles, they eventually shrink up and disappear. Crazy how a pile of wool turns into a flat piece of felt, then that can drastically change shape into an actual cowboy hat. But to this day, hats are still made this way. It's mostly machine done now, so the felt is much tighter, but felt like this is still super durable, and this hat may very well last my whole life. Now it has the shape I want, so I rinse it with a lot of hot water, and then it's time to trim the brim. I just eyeballed that using my hand as a guide, and this thing is turning out great. It's still too big at this point though. So as you can see, it still needs to be shrunk up just a little bit. That will be easily achieved with a glass washboard. Same process as before, lots of hot water and soap. That's going to shrink this up, stiffen up that felt, and then when this dries, it's going to be much less floppy. Now here it is after shrinking it up some, and it's a perfect fit. And just in time for a downpour, so I've got a hat to keep me dry while I do my homestead chores.